What's up guys, welcome back to my channel again, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. And today I'll be watching Trophic, as you can see by the title, but this is the final episode. So I didn't know this. I expected this show to go at least 16 episodes, but yeah, it's 8 episodes and it's already the final. Just feels everything like happened so quickly. Like, how is this the final, especially from what we left off in the last episode? So yeah, you know what, if you like the video, make sure that you do subscribe. Also comment down below and like the video. Let's get into it. Or did they get it?
How you feeling, Everett?
It's alright, but it doesn't look like it.
Let me get you some water. You're probably a little dehydrated.
It's all perfectly normal. Now, if comfortable, we can bring your parents in now for the follow-up. Mr. and Mrs. Lang, come on in.
Or this already happened in the past, like, you know, it's not exactly accurate.
Hey, Ev. How you doing?
He looks drugged.
Well, your son was just given 70 milligrams of a rather powerful anesthetic. I would say Everett's quite drugged.
Another round of 70 milligrams?
Make it 90.
Is that safe?
Absolutely. The dose we give for pain management is much higher.
Okay, I'm really confused. What is really happening here? You can see that's not accurate, but when you looked in the mirror, it looked like it was accurate. So I'm confused.
I don't want it anymore.
That's silver.
Right, Blake?
God, I let Blake take my phone
What?
when I'm driving and I need her to send a text for me.
Oh, she can look at it, but not me.
Yeah, because she's not
Huh?
seeing through my messages.
What's the
What the hell is going on here?
messages?
The problem is you're not looking, you're digging. You're trying to find something that justifies your paranoid bullshit.
It's not paranoid if it's true.
You know what? I think it's like their lives, but we're all seeing him, you know, instead of seeing the actual real people with this story, we're seeing him instead.
Hey, don't do that. Remember, no hitting. Danny, no hitting. Give me the phone.
No!
I said, Danny, no hitting. Give me the goddamn phone! Danny, no hitting! Keep it close.
You want to tell me what's going on?
So it's Luna or Ellen this time.
You mean what happened to Luna's horse?
It wasn't an accident.
So it's Luna.
What did she do?
Yeah.
Something a 9-year-old girl should
Know about it?
Harlan?
I think it's better if he stays that way.
Harlan?
Or it's Ellen. Oh, so it is Ellen.
Go back to sleep, Luna.
Did something happen?
It's not your problem.
Did I do something?
You know, your friends don't like me.
I don't like you.
They're not going to accept me as part of your pack.
I don't want them to.
Okay, I don't even understand how this is working. I mean, he did not beat him, right?
Anyone who threatens my pack.
Why?
Or he's the one who set the fire.
Because I can't help myself.
So I'm going to die. And there's nothing I can do about it.
We have to pull the knife out. Everett, wait. I'm doing it. If we pull the knife and he changes back.
Don't!
Maybe now we're in the present, not in the memories of other people. Yeah.
We need him up here.
Shit! Oh god. Oh god.
The fuck's happening?
Why anyone would choose to be ordinary.
I mean, how to use some super strength.
Let him die.
Luna says it wasn't them. They don't know anything about it.
They're lying, of course.
You think she's lying?
Yes.
I'm not sure anymore.
Would it be such a tragedy if he did? He's basically a mass murderer.
True. I think she's mad about Phoebe mostly.
The other night, remember? Wouldn't that be like the same thing?
Not for you and me.
Me.
I'm sorry.
You really want out of all this?
I don't want to see my brother die.
If we get control of this, no one has to die. We can protect anyone.
Yeah, Cascade becomes superheroes.
Hurt anyone.
Yeah, part of it.
It's a minor follow-up to what happened at the party. Just promise me the questions are all yes and no. All the two of you say from this moment on is yes and no. Anything we shouldn't tell her? I don't know.
Cyrus is the arsonist.
No, this time she tricked you.
When? I was only 9. I was curious about my dad, curious about fire, and I wanted to watch something burn.
Oh, so he's the one who made you this, this lady and all that. Go around and kill people. Okay.
Thought maybe no one would notice one missing.
Did anyone get
No,
hurt?
no, it was empty. It was still arson, and it was a shit ton of property damage, and they're gonna use it against me, and
She's very, very creepy. She's going around and entering other people's house without them knowing.
Garage.
How would Danny know it was Baron? You would have seen the werewolf.
Not parking lot.
Jesus, Danny.
Because it's not today. It's not parking lot. It's where.
Parking lot.
Yeah. Because that's where he actually saw him. You see?
Did you see Ramsey in the parking garage too?
The same thing?
Kind of. I was on the ground, and she held out her hand to help me up.
Maybe that's how she knew if you were or not.
That's why Baron didn't kill him. He saw Danny hit you, but after Ramsey shook his hand, Danny wasn't a threat anymore. She marked him.
You know, you have really beautiful skin. It wasn't always like that, was it?
No.
Something helped change things for the
Yeah, just say that we all know that you're way off. Just say it. Don't drag this out. You both know that she's not normal.
That's right, Blake. Just like you.
What if I don't want him to change?
I think you do. You can say that you don't want Danny to be any different. Because that's the right thing to say.
What is happening?
These are the results of your behavior. You need to accept responsibility for that.
You want a 51-50 me?
You're a minor. It's a 55-85. It's a 72-hour hold.
I'm not a danger to myself.
But you might be to others.
Like who?
You threatened your mother.
Really? No, really? Is that threatening?
Is that what she said?
And you believed it?
You came threateningly close to your mother. She swore that you were going to become physically violent with her.
I never touched her.
You ripped cookies from her hands. The arson detective said that you... What's your last name? Malcolm? You know that?
Oh, the Malcolm guy, the alien.
Where are you taking me?
To meet your mother. She's been trying to find you for a long time. She started the wildfire.
And also he might be, damn, so I was right about him. This is, I think it's, caller ID too.
Motherly love, isn't it?
I found you.
Dude, you're wrong. Very, very wrong. So, Blake has been taken by social services. Everett is now, danger to other people. Ellen is being arrested, and Luna, well, last two saw she was in the car. Damn, this person loves to be, a villain. But I think he's doing this for revenge for his, fellow firefighters.
Here for a touching reunion. I brought you here so I could kill you.
So you could try to kill me. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Your head is exactly what I'm hoping for.
An axe made of silver. They don't quite trust me yet.
And neither do I.
You should. Let me show you why.
Malcolm, don't do anything right now. You can kill her later. Or maybe don't kill her because I want to see in season 2, but
Blake is fast. Harlan, Luna have sound and smell. Baron, you have what used to be called.
yep. Ellen, great. Found out she's a wolf too. The mother can believe it. Don't turn into a monster. She also has super strength. This is going to be interesting.
You know what would have happened if he killed me?
Harlan.
He's gonna need both of us.
Yeah, as long as you don't turn other people into werewolves.
Blake and her brother can have a normal life. Everett never has to.
Not the human father.
No. The wolf.
Okay, guys, that was episode 8, the final episode of season 1, and I'm gonna say this episode is more informative than more of a final episode. You get what I'm saying? It's not in the final. I don't know. It's just the same issue with The Last of Us. Not an issue actually, but it's the same thing that they don't really make a final that feels like a final. You know, something that they can either if they don't get renewed for a new season, we can still be satisfied. Because the way they ended this episode or this season, if this is the final, or yes, it is the final. I mean, but if this is like the only thing that they did, this is the thing they did actually, if they don't get renewed, we're not gonna be satisfied. We don't know where the story goes. We don't really know what happens next. Because this, it's not like the shows that have been done before. They didn't do this. They did it, but they ended the villain. They set up season 2, but you can be with like, okay, the way they set up season 2 is I can't wait to see it. But even if they end the season, you know that they've defeated the sort of villain of the season, of the overall season. But this one, it's not doing that. It didn't do that, in fact. That's why when I finished watching episode 7, then I was looking for episode 8, especially when it was going to be airing. When I heard that it was the final episode, I was like, really? How? I mean, seriously, how is this going to be final? Are they going to rush things out? So my point is that it's not exactly what I wanted. If they really get like, if when they made these shows, they knew that they're gonna get season 2, like they just order season 2 and the given season, then I understand why they did it. It's like a green light. You know that season 2 is gonna happen, so you can still do this story, in continuity in the next season. But I don't know. There's a chance. There's a high chance that there's a possibility that they're gonna get season 2. Because Paramount does not really have a lot of hit shows. So any show that it seems like have a decent fan base that usually follows it, they're gonna try to keep it. So there's a possibility that there's going to be season 2, but I just want to be, as a creator or as a director, writer of the show, I just want to end season 1 with a good final, a final that will leave the fans satisfied. I'm not saying I'm disappointed by this episode, but it's not the final. It doesn't feel like the final. So I would want that episode to feel like episode that will satisfy you if you want, so that the TV show, just the Paramount, the people who make these shows, that invested to make sure these shows are made. If they don't really greenlight season 2, I'll still say, okay, yeah, I did leave a cliffhanger, but I also ended the part or the story of season 1. So guys, I'm sorry, there wasn't enough viewers, so they had to cancel it. People say, okay, I was looking forward to, some people, especially the fan base, they're gonna say, I was looking for season 2. The cliffhanger you said, it seems like season 2 was going to be really amazing, but we are still happy that the story was ended, in season 1. I would personally be that kind of person. I wish there would be season 2, but if there isn't, I'll still be happy that at least the story has been wrapped up. But this way they ended it, yeah, it does not feel like an episode, a final episode. It feels more like just another episode that just continues the story. That's what it feels like, just makes me think like, is this really the final? Every time isn't this really the final they wanted to give us? It's a little bit disappointing. I'm not saying it was a bad episode. It was a good episode, but not a good episode to be the final episode. It was a good episode just to move on the story. Another episode in the show. That's how I feel for this. So, guys, I know that I'm just a little bit mad about this, but yeah, it is. I'm saying this like for 1,000 times, but this does not feel like a final episode. Comment down below. Does this feel like a final episode? It feels more like just another episode moving the story. You know what? I'm just gonna move away from it and just talk about the overall story of this episode and just read the entire show. So this episode, yeah, like I said before, it's a great episode. It's an amazing episode. Since this episode 5, they've been doing amazing episodes. You know, and this one is another one. It's a solid episode. The beginning, like 7 minutes or six, uh, it was a little bit confusing, but the more they show it, you kind of saw that it was actually not, uh, Brian. Is it what is his name? That's the B, right? Uh, yeah, Bruno Brian. I don't know. It was not his life, but it was other people's lives, like Everett, Luna, Blake, and Ellen. We sort of see it in more and more, like what really happened to them. Was in the last episodes, every time they kind of mentioned what happened to these people. They did not really do that. They just talked about it, then move away. But this time we were actually seeing it happening, and we're not seeing it like Blake, like you seeing Blake, but it was, Brandon was in these memories. I don't know if it is because they are connected, so that's why he's also kind of seeing it. But yeah, because the first time with Everett, like he, that is what I think. He was in their memories. That one kind of cemented that he was in their memories, not the other way around. Like they're just showing his face, but it's actually Everett. Oh, it would be actual Everett, but this time it's not really him. It's kind of things that happen to Everett for real. So yeah, I was a little bit intrigued and a little bit confused, but it was still in a fantastic way to show us what really happened to them, and also for him to actually connect with these people more than just rather than a connection of because all they're all wolves. This one is more of emotional and understanding these people. So yeah, I still love it. You know. And after that, we go to the present. We're dealing sort of starting off with left off in the last episode. The sword in that. So Everett seems like the one who took off the sword. Yeah, took off her sword. Then to take to Everett's house. I was really afraid that his mother or father was gonna come to him, or enter the house while they still have that boy, even though he did say that his parents do not really come to his room. One day they might actually surprise you and didn't come. Then that day is when you have a person who has been stabbed on the heart in your bedroom, laying on your bed. That doesn't look good, you know. But they didn't, and they kind of do their things until um, Grady does come and find out, and took him. So, ah, that's entirely the episode. But after that, kind of these moments with the pick, and especially with Everett and Blake kind of figuring out themselves that Copley might be the one making this up, which is a way of so yeah, I really love that they did find out that on their own selves, sort of did, and it's sort of like she was the marker and sort of protecting themselves. So I understand, I understand that part. And if you're saying like, okay, but they only showed the boy, Blake and Everett, shaking their hands. What about Luna and Ellen? We also did get a scene with the going in the house. They were also sneaking, kind of sneaking. Then touching Elena's hand while he's sleeping. Apparently none of them kind of hate him, so yeah. And also kind of sleeping with Luna. She should be the one who actually hates that, but she didn't. So yeah, that's how they were also marked. And yeah, the story continues. We sort of find out that Malcolm is becoming more a villain. I don't know what to feel. I think this is the downside of this episode. At first, I thought, this is gonna be interesting, but the way they utilized him, I understand his motivation. He kind of figure out that this lady, I don't know how they didn't explain that, but he did figure out that she's the way of the dead, so the fire last or the last time Yoga was in the fire. And oh yeah, they did set up something too. They did set up something. But he does figure out that he is sort of taking revenge for his fellow firefighters who died in the fire or just got killed by these ones. But if you do look at the both side of the sword, they were all kind of threat. The firefighters, I don't know why. There was no reason to kill them. Well, actually, there was. They killed the war for utility a child, so you know, but they were trying to protect themselves. So if you look at this both the situations, you understand where they're coming from. So who do you blame in this situation? Really, who do you blame? So yeah, we do get to understand that he's sort of trying to kill you. I don't know how to figure that out. I don't know, but he decided to take revenge. As we see, it did not end well. And before we go to this fighting scene or to the shooting scene, they sort of set up someone else, in the next season. I think he's gonna have a major role in the next season, and that is Malcolm's son. Uh, they just mentioned that he's Malcolm's son, so Betty is gonna play a major role in the next episode because I think his father is gonna get arrested, and he's gonna start to have some issues. He's gonna figure out that Elaine has something to do with it. Gonna eat him, try to kill him, something like that. Just feel like something that is going to happen. That's why they mentioned it. Others, why would they? Maybe they would have done that in the next season or not even do it at all. But they did it, so setting up. So, and also, just the last thing I want to talk about is that everything's breaking. Everyone, except for Luna. After the track, we never saw her again. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. They never showed it again in this types of like 15 minutes into the episode. Nothing. We did not see. So we know that Blake is now going to social services and all that which is not good. I really don't like it. Not in the bad way, like, but if these characters are now being separated, Everett is going on his own way. Blake, Luna, Elaine. So she is now in the social services, and then there's Everett. I thought that scene was sort of a dream because its face is sort of like did this, and I thought he was sort of imagining everything happening, but it was real. So his mother said he threatened to hurt him and told his father, and his father, called. Yeah, sort of something that is happening to Blake is also happening to him. I don't know why. The first thing you do after this, you don't really just go and call the cops or whatever those people were. You just talk to your son, understand. It's the first thing you do. You just the mother tells you and then you listen to it. Why? Just she wasn't even hurt anyway. No, nothing. And I know that he does not know this, but he did this to protect her. If he didn't, or at least stop him from hurting her, she would have been killed by the wolf. So yeah, that is another thing that I wish this show would get it renewed for season 2 so that this story can be continued and actually be getting completed. And well, Helena, there's nothing more to say, but he has been arrested for something that he didn't do, especially for that cop, he's being charged that he was the one who killed the cop. I'd really like that Asian cop, at first, but it's just becoming more annoying. It's just, really, wow. Then Luna, like I said before, we did not see after that part when she said, whenever we pick, we never saw it. Got that in the shooting scene. We find out that did not qualify as a good one. But they sort of set up these things, and also seems like Garrett is going to be you know, aware of this. That's how it's kind of explained it. I don't see it happening, but there's a possibility of it happening. You know, a war of family. Yeah, that could be fun to see. You know, guys, thanks for watching. I tried to do this, episode in a way that does not sound confusing at all, but I think I failed on that. But if you understand what I say, well, that's nice. That's really nice. And guys, if you do like the video, make sure that you do subscribe, like, comment, and share, and also comment which show I should do to replace this one, because I know this show is gonna like return after a year or so, maybe next year. So yeah, I want another show to fill in these days that these months that are coming. So comment down below which show would you like me to react to. I don't usually like to react to shows that have more than 5 seasons. Just I don't know. Just 5 seasons seems like a lot of shows. So a lot of episodes in seasons too. That's why it's really hard to just get in and watch all 5 seasons. And if it is 3 seasons, the good thing about Netflix is 3 seasons. You know that each season is like 10 episodes or 11, maybe even sometimes 9. So you have at least 30 episodes to watch to complete all 3 seasons. But if it's like Riverdale or just the shows with the 20 episodes per season, yeah, there's a chance that watching those ones is. I mean, the first episode have to convince me that it is worth watching all 5 seasons with 20 episodes each season. So comment down below which season do you want me to react to. Guys, like I said, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next show, next video too. Goodbye.